Hello there, my amazing cucumbers. It's your girl Forbidden Words ASMR here. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday, and if you're all hungover as absolute hell, then it sucks to suck, my brethren. But I love you, really. I really do. I just know that there's so many people out there right now having a heavy badging. Okay, nonetheless, please like, subscribe, and I beg and implore you to subscribe because we're trying to get to 100k, and who doesn't want to subscribe to your favourite ASMRist and your favourite Scottish accent? Other than that, though, I hope you all enjoyed the video. This is just kind of a chill, relaxed audio, nothing too crazy. Though I could make it crazy in a part two. Oh, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we could even make it a little series for every Sunday. Now, comment your thoughts down below. I love reading your guys' comments. I have been posting for the past week, so make sure you go see my other content as well, or join the Patreon. All the links are in the description. Have a great day, guys. I love you guys so much, and yeah, stay safe. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I noticed you've been here already. It's past 7 p.m. Are you doing okay? I just wanted to check in. I saw you earlier when I was heading down to the kitchen. Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's me. We were in psychology together, right? Mhm. Yeah, I'm trying to get my PhD actually. Enough about that. Have you eaten today? Not to sound weird, I noticed this morning when we were in class that you hadn't, along with at lunch when I saw you here as well, working away. I didn't really want to disturb, but I I know this is gonna be really weird, but I made you some food. It's nothing much, it's just a bento to get you by. Well, your health is important and you really need to take care of yourself. I take it you're stressing over the exams coming up. I assumed as much. But seriously, it's important that you eat something. Yeah, I have access to Oh, yeah, you probably don't know. I'm also trying to get a bachelor's degree in the culinary arts. I do a little bit of chemistry as well on the side, but nothing too wild. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I suppose I just like learning. It's not much, I know, but I enjoy psychology and I think cooking is a very great skill to have. It's therapeutic for me in a way. So why not improve and learn and grow, you know? Yeah, real master chef. You're funny, you know that? Yeah. um Anyways, please enjoy and just have something to eat, you know? Try and not focus too much on being stressed. Huh? You want me to sit with you? I really don't want to disturb or anything or get in the way. Are you sure? Great. I'd love to. So, tell me, what is your what is your plan with psychology? Are you planning on getting a degree, opening up your own practice, or what's the goal there? Uh-huh. Huh. Interesting. I do. I think your teacher is our professor. He's nice. He worries about me a lot, which is annoying as hell. He's always going on saying I'm doing too much on my plate, but because I'm trying to get, a bachelor's in cooking, but culinary arts, but I don't know. I've always just found cooking to be sort of mindless. Like just comes to me naturally. I just know what to do. A lot of people think it's really hard and stressful, but a lot of the exams is just basic common sense, to be honest. It's not really hard, and I enjoy it a lot, so why not? It's always good to mix your learning with stuff that you find fun. Helps you retain information, you know? That's another thing as well. You really shouldn't be pushing yourself so hard. You're going to struggle to retain all that information if you're pushing yourself. Well, failure isn't a bad thing. It means that you get to learn again. Learn from your mistakes. And if you do fail, then it also gives you the opportunity to look to see what it is that you need to improve on. Where did you go wrong? And where to learn. After all, this is only a practice exam. It's not like it's, the real thing yet. I just don't want to see you stressed out so much. I'm surprised you even knew who I was. Yeah, I sit behind you in our psychology classes. But I was just worried, you know? You're really smart and I don't know why you stress so much. Like, you got this. You're amazing. Not to seem weird or anything. Oh, it's katsudon. Yeah, I was making katsu curry and then I was trying other Japanese recipes and stuff and I landed on katsudon, which is personally one of my favorite dishes, so I thought you'd like it. Yeah, I'm glad. I can't lie, I really do love watching people enjoy my culinary adventures, if I do say so myself. And hey, trust me, it is absolutely incredible when you're hungover. Yeah. Well, I'm an exchange student. I came here not too long ago. Tell me about it. I heard about that happening this weekend, I take it. The whole party thing. I'm not much for all that chaos. I just think it's really annoying having to go and do all that, I suppose. Not one to go out and binge drink and jump off roofs into pools and all of that chaos, I suppose. I prefer having wine or whiskey sour and just reading a book or doing whatever it is I need to do. Personally, I actually prefer audiobooks. Helps me retain information a lot more. And I get to do other things whilst I do it. You have? I didn't realize you noticed, I suppose. I'm a very observant person. I never noticed, I suppose. Yeah, that's a little awkward. You're seeing me in the kitchen. I get a little hot-headed. Yeah, I did scream at that person. They fucked with the sauce. That God, I didn't know you saw that. Okay, I'll explain. Right, I'll explain. So, okay, cause we're like, this is like my last year, getting my bachelor's in, the culinary arts. Well, we get to train or help out around all the newcomers and stuff. And we always get the ones that are really fucking cocky that think that, oh, I can make this better. Oh, we can be like teachers' pets or whatever. You know what I mean? That they think that they're a culinary genius already without ever even doing anything. So they'll come in, they'll start tampering with the recipes, trying to stand out from the crowd. And most of the time, it tastes like absolute shit. So what you saw was a cocky little asshole who basically said my sauce was shit, and didn't know real taste and decided to add a fuck ton of chili flakes and something else in it. And I sighed. I was so disappointed. So I perfected that recipe first off. It's to complete perfection, and it's the main part of the dish. This is the problem. They they fucked up the main part of the dish, the flavor, and it was hot, like heat, like spicy for the sake of heat, rather than it being flavorful, which ended up making it really bland. And I tried to explain this to them, and then they tried it and they realized, and they're like, oh, and they didn't like it, and I'm like, now you can finish that. And I made them eat their own failures. I what can I say? Okay, I mean, I'm normally really shy and nervous, but when I get in the kitchen, I cannot stand incompetence. It's so annoying. It's a simple recipe, and it's also to gauge their skill level and their understanding on following orders. As I would have been the lead chef in the kitchen, they need to follow the orders. It's really fucking important. If you can't follow simple basic instructions, then you're not really going to get very far. Well, I did teach that little shit a lesson, and let's just say he needed a few glasses of milk after that. I don't know why he added that much in. I was mind baffling to me anyways, but it was funny. I'm surprised you even saw that go down. I'm a little embarrassed now. I don't normally have other people from other courses see me get that way. Take it we're just as observant as each other, I suppose. I take it you come here most days and just sit in the library, huh? I don't really mind. No one's really around anyways. Why are you staying so late? Don't you want to go home or something? Well, I say home, but you're probably also staying in the dorms. Oh, I'm 4B. Yeah, I'm at the other side of campus. Luckily for me, when I'm in the culinary arts, I actually get to use the kitchen whenever I want. So, I'm not stuck using microwaves like all of you. That's my little flex, okay? Don't judge me for it, but I have to because it's too funny. Most of the time I'll have girls in my dorm that will beg me to make them like food and stuff. I don't know. I've always been kind of the mother of the group. Most of the time they'll all go out, get hammered, they'll come home and they'll be vomiting everywhere. So then it's left to me to tie their hair back and make sure they're all okay and get them some food. I have a system now. Yeah, it happens that often that I now have a system. Not to mention they drag random guys back, and then I have to tell them to leave because it's a girls only dorm and yada yada yada, and it's just so annoying. It's like having to take care of infants, yet they're all grown ass adults. I don't know. I suppose it's where I grew up. I've always been around drunk people. Kind of part of my culture, but I get worried, I suppose. You know, I've seen a lot of fucked up things happen to people that are in a vulnerable situation, and I get protective. Like really protective, I suppose. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, a girl down the hall from me, Rebecca, had some like weird guy followed her home from one of those frat parties. Came into the dorms and followed her down the hall, and I told him to get out, and he tried to attack me, and I punched him right in the throat. Yeah. She was shaken up by it, but she was grateful. Yeah, he got arrested. I mean, he should never have been in. This is a thing too, which is weird to me. Like, he was clearly a lot older, so the question being is like, why the hell was he even at a frat party? Like, I guess it doesn't make sense to me. Who knows how these things go, but I'm not going to let anybody get hurt under my watch, you know? I suppose it's just like maternal instinct. I'm a lot like my mother in that regard. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. I can't lie. I miss her a lot, though. It's weird to think that it's been over a year now since I last hugged her. I mean, that's what happens when you move to the other side of the world. Not that I'm really complaining, I love it here, but you tend to miss home. Though I have learned a lot and a lot of good culinary things, and when I do get back, I'm excited that I get to go and like make her meals and stuff, and yeah. Tell me, what about you? Like, sorry, I tend to ramble on and I don't really want to make you bored of me already. But, what about yourself? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can get difficult. I get that. Families are hard. They're not always the best. Trust me, I know that more than anyone. It's one of the reasons I left, actually. Don't get me wrong, I love my mother more than anything in the world, but I sacrificed a lot, I suppose. I sacrificed everyone and everything I knew to go to a different place in hopes that I could get a better future for the people I left behind. I mean, that's always been the goal. That's why I came to the US. I wanted a better life. I wanted something that was worth fighting for, you know? Where I come from, it's hell, honestly. I'm not trying to make this dull or anything. Sorry. You sure? I don't want to, like, be all morbid. There's not really much to say. It's just a very corrupt place, is the best way to put it. They care more about other people's safety rather than the woman where I come from. It's really wild, honestly. It's a really dark place, I suppose. But then again, I think everywhere is really dark in its own way. But a lot of experiences have shaped my wisdom and who I am as a person, and I wouldn't exchange that for anything. Though I've been through some things, I learned that I'm very self-aware of all of it. I did a lot of self-reflection and understanding. Though I've been through a lot, I just kind of understand that I can't dwell on it, and that it shaped who I am as a person, gave me the wisdom what I needed to avoid certain situations, and I chose to learn from what happened in my past rather than dwell on it. You only live once, right? And tomorrow truly isn't promised to any man. So why would I waste my time dwelling on something I can't change? It's just more pain, you know? And why give your time to someone that just doesn't deserve it? It's kind of why I love cooking, though. I like putting my heart into something that just is really therapeutic in a way, because when you're cooking, it's mindless and you get to think and you get to just perform actions and create something so good. Yeah, I do love it. I think that's why a lot of people learn psychology, honestly, so they can understand in their head about either trauma or abuse or how people manipulated them. I feel like after a certain amount of time that you have been in that situation, your memory starts to deplete. You feel like you're going crazy, but it's not really the case. Just your brain is struggling to catch up, I suppose. Actually, I won't lie, it does kind of worry me. I get that. That does, because I feel like psychology is a tricky slope. You're teaching someone a weapon in a way, and if you teach it to the wrong person, it can be used for either good or bad. That's what's kind of worrisome. I mean, there's even some famous serial killers that have went into psychology, studied all about it, and dropped out before they ever got a PhD. Yeah, there's a whole reason behind that as well. They do it because when there is a serial killer nearby and all that, the first type of people they look into is people that are in psychology, forensic science, surgeons, doctors. That's what they look into for serial killers. That's the first people they'll go into when it comes to it. Yeah, so sometimes serial killers will learn all about psychology and they'll drop out just before they graduate or get a PhD or anything like that. So they have the knowledge, but they don't have to sit the exams because they're not actually going to use it for a to have a practice and all that type of stuff and get a license. It's not the goal, you know what I mean? Yeah. Shit. Okay, I need to go. Sorry. That's time on my phone. I need to go clean up some things in the kitchen and take some, what is it? I'm making I'm making a thing in the oven. Gotta go get it. Anyways, please have a good evening, okay? And make sure that you maybe pack up, go home after you finish eating, get some sleep. You look like you're tired and drained. Your rest is important. For me, please. Good. Oh, and, here you go. My card. I have a business card. It's not important. I cater sometimes. But, if you ever want to call or hang out or, I don't know, just, let me know, okay? I'm over in the 4B dorms. So if you ever want to hang out or yeah, yeah, I'd love that. Have a good evening, okay? Oh, I don't even know if I mentioned. I'm Elizabeth, by the way. You can call me Beth for short. I really don't. You prefer my full name? Good. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Well, officially. Have a good evening.